As you may know from one of my previous videos, I modified this Apeman action camera for macro, simply by making the lens so that you can rotate it and adjust the depth of field. And that's worked pretty well, except that subjects have to be really close to get real macro photography out of it. So what I decided to do is a little experiment. I found this on Amazon for $10, and if I did my research correctly, it should fit this. So I'm going to try and install this. This is a 2.8 to 12 millimeter lens, so this will give me the ability to adjust my zoom level and hopefully make macro video a little bit easier with this camera. Alright, so here goes nothing, eh? I'm gonna go ahead and take the front off, just like in the modification video. Just get your thumbnail under the edge there, or carefully pry with some other device. Watch out for your little power button. Don't want to lose that. Lose the power button, you're not going to be happy. And just set the face to the side. And I have never actually fully removed this lens before, so if this works, you'll be seeing this video. If it doesn't work, no one will see the video. Anyway, let's take this lens out. I'm just gonna unscrew it. When we do take the lens all the way out, we're gonna want to keep the camera facing downward so that nothing falls onto the sensor as it comes loose. And hope that there's nothing attached to it that it's going to cause a problem, because technically this camera is usable at the moment. Alright, well, that's our lens right there. Tiny little guy. Sensor looks nice and clean. Normally I wouldn't turn it face up, but I'm doing it for the camera here. Alright, we're going to take our protective cover off of the back of this lens. I don't expect it to be the greatest lens in the world, considering it was less than $10. Alright, we're going to tighten the focusing screws down so that when we screw it in, we're not just turning the focus ring. I need to put the face back on first, because it won't be able to go back on otherwise. Alright, so we're going to make sure we place our button back in. On this particular one side only fits where it belongs, so you shouldn't have a problem with that. Find it easiest to put the face on upside down. Just snap everything into place. Alright, now we're going to try and screw this thing in and see what we get. I got the right threads. I hope I got the right sensor size. The real question is, how far do I need to screw it in? Because I have no idea. That's just starting to touch. I hope it's not touching the sensor. That wouldn't be good. Alright, since this camera doesn't work properly to begin with, we're going to need a phone and an adapter and a USB cable. Camera should automatically power on and ask you what you want to do. We're going to say PC camera, accept. And my phone has an app on it that's recognizing that I've connected a camera. I don't remember what the app is. I'll try to remember to put it in the description. As you can see, we have crazy awesome magnification and pretty good image quality. Unfortunately, we only have extreme macro now, and because the threads aren't locked, I can't focus the lens. Oh, there we go. Alright, if you hold on to the lens it works. I'm gonna have to get some like thread lock or something. So I'm not sure if I have infinity available or not. I'm gonna have to take it out and do a field test and see what happens. That's gonna be the next step. So I went out and did some tests, and I should have realized originally there's an IR mark. You probably can't see it right there. Yeah, there's no IR filter in this, so it is now a infrared macro camera. The macro works really well. I'm not sure how to go about putting a infrared filter on this. I may figure it out. We'll see. If I do, I'll make another video. But this will zoom in. You can pretty much zoom in on an ant with the lens, you know, about this far away from it, or anything in between, and it will still focus on a tree across the yard. The outer ring here is all you need to use really for most of the focusing. I need to get some thread lock because it wants to unscrew sometimes. Actually, it's holding pretty tight now. It works. It only costs 10 bucks, and I'm sure I'll find a use for IR video. Hope that was useful. If you buy a lens, make sure it's got the IR filter in it, unless you're wanting to go with the infrared camera. I kind of assumed the IR filter was built into the camera, but in fact, it's right there. It's a little square piece of glass, kind of red tinted. Pretty sure that's the IR filter. And there's no place to put this filter in my new lens, and it doesn't look like I could get it out of this lens without breaking it anyway. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.